Sorry, guys. But yeah, she, so I got to Atlanta, Georgia. I only had a couple more minutes. I only think I had like 5 to 10 more minutes of the episode. I'm sorry. I just have to answer the queen, when let her know I'm doing okay. So I do currently suffer from depression. So she stayed concerned about me. I suffer from depression and anxiety. So I also wanted to let you guys know that. We'll get on that another day, another topic about the true dynamics of the mental illness and how to come up out of that mind state. Anyways, I get in this. I moved from this. I lost my job and everything, and end up moving from the shelter. After I lost my job, I ended up losing my job, and the point of me leaving the shelter, and I had found this guy that helped me get in transition is because I had a job, But I ended up losing my job, and he still got me in there, I actually be real. I actually went back to Florida. I made a mistake. And these things is hard for me to talk about, but I made a mistake because I was still entrapped in a relationship that I was in prison. So this one individual that was in a whole nother relationship the whole time with a female. So people, you never know what a person been through. I never know what he went through. I never know what anybody went through. So that's what this whole thing is about, speaking the truth. A lot of times when people act on things they don't know, they don't understand, it's come from something they done been through or something that might have happened to them. So that being said, this individual manipulated me to leaving Atlanta, Georgia, and going down to Orlando, Florida, and said they was gonna be there for me, support me, this and everything else. But it was a whole lie. It was just like, it was so devastating because somebody could lie to me 2.5 years, and I still was a gullible and, as they say, duck, so to speak. So I got in that situation, and the spirit just took me to that spot in Atlanta, to Orlando, and I felt in my heart, I was like, this is not right. This is not right. My spirit didn't set well with me, so I had $50, and I had enough to catch the Greyhound back to Atlanta, Georgia, in which I did. When I caught the Greyhound on the way back to Atlanta, Georgia, I called the guy that was at the transitional home that was going to help me get in there, and I said, look, hey, I had a family emergency. I just didn't know how to tell the truth. I said, I had a family emergency. I had to leave and go to Florida, and I lost my spot in the shelter. I need a place to stay. I said, or else I'm going to be on the street, and you know how hard it is, and I've been working with you to try to already. So the guy, helped me get in. And when I got there, I actually got off at right behind the place that I was supposed to go to. So I went to the transitional home, got in the transitional home. From there, I got in another program, was a customer service internship program. I completed that internship program with 3 months. It was a paid internship, making $11 an hour. with that being said, my customer service skill, my communication skills with everybody at this transitional home, we dealt with people with mental illness, people with drug issues, people with everything, and we got a little counsel ourselves. So I got my certificate with that. I have it in the room, but I have my certificate for the customer service representative. With that being said, that manager was trying to help me get a job at the transition home, so I couldn't have a job still living at the transition home. So he helped me get out the transition home and hooked me up with this woman that ran recovery houses. So the deal was I only be there at night, make sure these guys check in, meet their curfew and all kind of stuff. But these are guys came from prison, so I had to be in charge of them and monitor their behavior and everything so forth. But I could stay there rent free. So I did that for a while, but I couldn't do it because it was putting me in situations where if these guys had habits, like this one guy, had habits, and if you put me in a situation that I can't say, she wanted me to file signed this liability form. First of all, a liability form saying if anything was to happen, if they get upset and they was to lash out, any sexual assault, anything that happens in the house, she's not liable. She wanted me to sign that. I never signed it, but I did stay there, however, a month or so, and I couldn't take it because it was a guy, he was doing this certain thing and I just couldn't take it. I was like, if I keep saying something to him and I have to write him up, then 3 write-ups, he going to prison, and they know that. So they was getting upset at me. These guys was getting upset at me. So I was like, I can't do this. I'm not going to be in charge of these guys where they can actually get upset at me, want to hurt me, whatever. And I know how it is. I don't want to write them up. But if you don't clean up, if you're sitting on top of you're not taking showers, if you're sitting on the tables or whatever in this house, I was supposed to tell, and then 3 times I gotta say something to you, you gone. You don't do your chores, you're gone. You don't make up your bed, you're gone. I had to go through rooms. I could not do that because I did time in prison. So I left from there and I went to a rooming house. This rooming house is a professional rooming house called Pad Split in Atlanta, Georgia. Everybody know about it. People probably pop on their page or whatever. So I went to Pad Split, did my time at Pad Split. My cousin came from Palm Beach. He came up there to visit me, him and his wife, which is my cousin too. I love her. They came up there and we hung out. We all had fun and I ended up having carpal tunnel surgery. So when I had to leave work, I had carpal tunnel surgery, like I said, on this hand on February 27, 2020. I had carpal tunnel surgery. So I still have to do this hand, which is very painful. I don't get any sleep at all. Anyways, so I end up coming up to New York with my mother. That was a journey in itself. When it was beautiful when I first came, never seen snow before and all, but my mom, she's been having issues for a while. So she starts spazzing out, tripping on me, everything. I was like, look, I'm not up with disrespecting my mom. I'm not up with, doing anything to hurt her. I'm gone. I can't take this no more. It's best for me to go ahead and leave. So I met my fiance. My fiance actually knew my mom and was my mom's friend, and actually was living with my mom before I got here. So this is how me and my fiance met. I met her. She's 28. She's 29 years old. Don't have any children. A degree in crime scene investigation. I'm beautiful, intelligent, and becoming an officer. Because that's what she want to do. At first, I was gonna come on an officer. Hey, hold on. But it's the aspect of her wanting to help people. Wanted to just be a part of something. But she changed that. Now we're business owners, and to further notice whatever she got. But we business owners. We we own our 2 business now. She actually got a side job, but she just took another position, as an assistant store manager because we have a whole wedding to pay for, and we have a lot of obligations. We going through this homeowners program to get a house. So that's my story. I ended up coming up here, got a beautiful life with my fiance. I'll hit next time on my children, my relationship with my children, how I mend those relationships, how hard it was for me, and so forth. Thank you for joining my show. Remember, that's all I have to say for today. But remember to like, share, and subscribe. Please, guys, like, share, and subscribe because I want my story to get out to millions. I want my episodes. I want my Speak Out, Coach Rod Speak Out. I want people to support me, to support my brand, to support my company, my fiance's company. And I just want them to know the truth. I want them to be enlightened and everything. But thank you, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you have any comments, put them in the box below, and I'll get with you. Thank you. You have a blessed day. Stay blessed. And keep it real. 1000.